So we won't waste any more time. Just start. The new Ariel is good, I think. I don't know if she finds a deck, but the card in itself is good. It's evasive. 3/2/3 is solid, and the effect is good. Cause it gets evasive until start of your next turn, so the opponent, the most of this effect are only lasting till end. Does only last till end of turn, but this effect lasts. Oh, hype train, hype train. SWK, thank you. Really, thank you for your sub. I really appreciate that. Really, thank you. Nice. Thank you very much. So I don't think I'm not convinced this card will find a place. Okay, I will give my best. Um, for now, I don't see it. It has to be some red, yellow, or something. Don't see it. But as a card, she is good. I think she. If you look at this card in itself, it's good. So I put her into 8 here. This is just a vanilla. We won't waste much time over it, I don't think. So the Captain Hook. It's kind of, I don't know, where is he? I am here. With the new location, Jolly Roger, this can get like a small scar. But if you look at this card in itself, it's very weak. I don't think this card is very good. There is some new pirate style SSW Cage and SSY Cage. Thank you for your follow. Thank you. As a card in itself, this card is not good, but there are some pirate synergy in this set, so this card could see play. The problem is, I will come to this later. Oh, you play this? Oh, sorry, this card is insane. S tier. Sorry, Don. No, I will. It's not super bad. It's okay. I put him into B tier now. Maybe he's better because of the synergy, but I will come to the synergy later. What I think is a kind of a weakness, but yeah, Deladak uninkable kills this card. Not playable, I think. This Hey is okay. It's not super good. In the right deck, this effect is okay. It could see play. I don't think this card will make the cut, but it's C tier. I think it's not super good because you want to play this in the location deck, and I think the location decks are really aggressive, if you could say that, because they gain a lot of amount of lore, and you don't need a card like this in a deck where you want to be the aggressor in some kind. Not the aggressor, I don't know how to say it. If you play a lot of locations, the opponent very likely won't quest that much because they have to deal with your locations, Yeah, Pirate would help this card a lot. You know what I mean? If you play a lot of locations, your opponent won't get that much lore in the early game because they want to deal with your locations. If the opponent has the potential to deal with all of your locations, you lose the game. No matter how much lore you have or your opponent. So I don't think this fits in the theme of this locations decks. I think, but maybe I'm wrong. But that's my idea of this card. If this would be another effect, if this moves to a location and you gain 1 lot, it would be really good. Or if you would get a cycle effect, draw a card, discard a card or something, this card would be good. But I think this does not fit in this deck. But maybe. This is kind of I don't know if a steel deck, we have a steel meta like it tends to come, then this card could be really good because all this damage ping effects you can kind of mirror back. But it's 6 cast uninkable. There are so many options. This is not a bad card, but maybe it's too weak. It's just this card just stands in itself. It has no real. Yeah, it has synergy with Teeth and Ambitions or something, but it's no win condition or something. I'm always thinking of a high cost card that's uninkable. It must be really, really, really good. And the problem with this card is that it does nothing when it hits the board. So the most high cost uninkable cards, yeah, that would be better if it was 5-6, yes. But I don't think it matters too much. Problem with high uninkable cards is that if you look at the other playable uninkable high cost cards, that's Genie, Hades or something, they do something when they hit the board. And it's very punishing just playing this card and nothing immediately happens. I make beat here now. It's not a bad card. And in limited, for example, this is crazy strong. Yeah, win more also. Yes. Yeah. I know what you. Yes. It's win more. It's win more. Yes. I was reckless. Here. Jim Hawkins. Jim Hawkins in itself is a really good card, I think. The problem is with Jim Hawkins that I think there are not super crazy synergies. Es wurden schon lila, grün und gelb gemacht. Ich hoffe. Hi Rainer übrigens. Also heute haben wir noch Rot, Blau und Grau. In itself, this effect is really, really powerful. Kommt alles auf. Ja, ihr könnt es ja im VOD. Sorry. Könnt es ja im VOD dann. Aber ja, schön, dass du da bist. But I don't see the crazy synergy because there are no locations yet that if you move here you get this or something. But I think this card is super powerful with Queen's Castle. Queen's Castle is the best option for this card. So I think you can just random play this card in. If Ruby Amethyst is still playable, you can just play this card randomly, because you will play the Queen's Castle either way, I think, because it's just super powerful. And then you can fit 2 of these cards in, I think. Maybe you need more locations to be this card to be consistent. But if you're able to play this on turn 5 and Queen's Castle and move that, it's a super powerful move. Yeah, this could also be good. Fang is also very good with this. True, Fang is very good. Fang, Queen's Castle, and I think it said cost 4 or less. I think all locations are cost 4 or less, so every location works with this. I think I'm not sure if I put this into A or S tier. S tier is too good. No, it's high A tier for me. That's the small Jim Hawkins, nothing special. Kakamura, it's a nice name. In Germany, this means shit. Not playable. Because uninkable, then you play Aladdin, lol. Yeah, I know Aladdin has one, but no. Madame Medusa is playable, of course. You will always compare this card with Tremaine, of course. And maybe Tremaine is better. But it's very depending. It depends a lot on the meta, of course. But Tremaine has one lore more. That's a thing. I think that makes Tremaine a little bit better. But this card is playable. The difference is Tremaine the opponent can choose, but here you have to 3 strength or less. I think Tremaine is better. I don't know. But it's a playable card, of course. I put her into low 8 here. Tell me if you hardly disagree with something. Maui. Whenever... This is shit. No. Sorry, Maui. You got better versions of yourself. And this Maui is also... There could be combo decks. The thing about this effect is you can do it multiple times per turn. If you have an effect like exert one character of yours to do something. But I don't see the synergy right now, and this is such a high cost card. No. Yeah, also true. You can shift Tremaine. That's true. That's also an upside for Tremaine. True. Yeah. I think Tremaine is a little bit better. That's true. Milo Tech is not strong enough, I think, to play. Maybe in a location heavy deck. But if he's on a location, it's not super crazy. It basically gets to a Gastor with not reckless, but no, I don't see it. You can shift it on. I make it here because it's the little Milo Tech. You can maybe shift on it in green red or something. Moana, I don't know what this card does. Oh, this is super situational. The only good thing about this is shiftable. I put her into low seed here. I don't think this will see play. This Moana is no. Pongo is better, I think, because it's no. Nazi. Nazi. Peter Pan. This is okay. This is an okay card. 2 lore for 3 is rare. 2 lore for 3. That's not often. Rush. Yeah, you can deal. Yeah, of course, Rush is a little bit low strength for Rush, but you have this possibility to become this a 3/3 Rush character. And this 2 lore, I think could eventually. but it's not good. It's C tier, but it's not D tier. This Peter Pan. Oh, the counter to the pirates. Oh, this card destroys pirate decks. Nah. No, I don't see this. It's kind of a solid evasive character. You can see it as that. Yes, don't. But there are better options. No, I don't see that. I don't see this card. Sees play. Where is it? Here. This is the best red card of the new set, of course. I'm really sure about that. I think if you play red, you should play at least 2 or 3 of them, because they are too strong. The opponent has not many options to deal. It seems like red is one of the worst inks of this set. Medusa was what? You mean the Hydra? This you mean? Oh, what was Medusa? Is this Ach, this yeah, you think so? Yeah, this is a counterplay to Robin Hood, I see. And to the Tragic Beast, yeah. Yeah, but even then, is she better than Tremaine? Against Steel? Maybe. If only Steel would exist, maybe this would be better, but Tremaine is more versatile against some other decks. I don't know. Maybe you're right. But I'm not so sure about that. Maybe you're right, but I'm not that sure about that. If it's then better than I was, but it's a point, of course. But Eric is really strong. I think this is a card when you try this card, you realize how good it is, because your opponent has not many options to deal with this card. It quests for 2. It's really annoying. Yes. If you don't have to immediately get, you can just play this on 4. What can your opponent do? They can Tremaine. Okay, Tremaine dies. They can the problem is maybe a little bit with Steel at this time, because if the opponent board is empty and they can just ping this away, its value goes down. But then it's just a 1-for-1, so wow. But if your opponent has a board, yeah, I don't see a real downside. Also, yes, this is super strong. I think that it's uninkable, so you maybe won't play 4, but 2 or 3, I don't see a downside to. In every red deck, I don't know a downside to play this card. It's really good, and I think it's really powerful that it has 2 lore, because your opponent can just, if it had 1 lore, then your opponent can just maybe ignore this card and quest or something, but then you can run in. It's really powerful, and it's yeah, and the player of Eric can choose what to do. If the opponent board is too heavy, then you can just run in something. It's really good. Yeah, you can't ignore it. Yeah, it's really good. But it's really good that it has 2 lore. If it had 1 lore, it would be way worse. It's kind of crazy. It would be really way worse if it had 1 lore. Yeah, of course it would be worse, but it would be way worse, I think. So I think this is the best red card, yeah. I agree with you all. Scroop. It's a pirate, so maybe you need this card in a pirate deck. No, but if you compare this to the hook, then the hook is way better. Oh god. It's 5. Hook has 5/4. No. This card is not good. Simba. Such cards are always good. It's kind of, I don't know, S tier. I will put it on high A tier. It's just Pinocchio for red, and you all know how annoying Pinocchio is. Hey, I'm good, Hyosoko, and you? I hope you're fine. Yeah, just Pinocchio for red, so yeah, it's good, but not super. Yeah, it can be good, but I see the theme of Amethyst more with these super aggressive cards, but maybe it will. You could play Ruby Amethyst hyper aggro with just 4 Pinocchio and 4 Simba. That's funny, but I don't know if it's good. Then get punished by a lot. Nice. Yeah, pirates. We will come to the pirate card soon. They could be very powerful. Slightly is not good. This Stitch. I thought about this card, but this Uninkable hurts this card a lot. I think it's not playable. But it's depending on the meta. If the meta needs such 3 cheap removal, you can see it as a removal card. Maybe in the right meta this could find a spot, but I don't think so. But maybe it's not D tier. It's an okay. It's for 2-3 damage sometimes. That it's strong, but yeah, I don't see it right now. So trigger is buffs Nazi, and no, thank you. Webby Wenderwork, no. Dive Bomb, no, just no. This effect is too weak. Banish one of your characters with Reckless to banish chosen character with less. No. This card, I saw that card in some decks. It's not unplayable. It's kind of situational and conditional. You rate chosen characters use at your location and gain lore equal to that location. Yeah, it's a song, so the thing is, yeah, there's some synergy with this card when you play this. Yeah. The thing about this card is to go questing and then ready this, and then it stays at the location because it can't be challenged. If you have a card at the Queen's Castle again, for example, then it survives, perhaps. That's the thing about this card, but B tier, it's too high. It's C tier, I think. I think this card is too weak for its effect. It's so conditional. Maybe your characters won't survive this, and then the effect is not super crazy. This card must be played in a hyper aggressive deck, and if you play this in a hyper aggressive deck, then your hyper aggressive card won't survive this. Yeah, you could play this with this Maui's exile location thing where all gets 1 resist, but I don't see it. It's so many things you have to have to come together to make this card work. It's uninkable. Wow. Oh. Yeah, it's a finisher card. That's the thing. That's the goal of this card. Ah, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe this is. But I think this uninkable hurts a lot. It's so if such situational cards are uninkable, that hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. Voyage. Yeah, that can be. Moving damage is bypass. Yeah, that could be true. I think this. There's nothing there's not. Nah. The locations that exist right now do not have that high reward for this effect. I don't know. You can just pay the move cost, and here you just use a card for doing that. I do it in the C tier because I think it's not super bad, but yeah. I think what I really think is about this card. It could be better in the future if more sets come out and you can play really such crazy 20 30 location decks or something. Then this card could be good. Not 20 30, but because you need characters to move there. But so I don't know, 20 locations or something, 15. Then and the rewards are high. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Then this card could be better in the future. That has this card could be have a potential in the future. Maui's Fishhook, if you. This is kind of a versatile card, but so either one gets evasive till end of next turn, or +3. Cost 2. Oh, no, I don't see it. It costs 3 to play. No. I put it into C tier. It's so expensive for what it does. I don't see it. But maybe I see the potential of some cards not, but this looks for me too expensive. This is... Okay, this is crap. This is not good. It would be good if it would say if you banish a character in challenge, but during your turn, if one of your characters is banished, so you need you this card forces you to not make good trades. That is very bad, and you need to get this effect 2 times. I wouldn't do that. No, ich denke nicht on. This is not good. Nah. Because the payoff is not too good, because you need to do it 2 times at least to be okay-ish. Then it is the threads on the other side that you did not sing. Yeah, this... No. It's too expensive and I don't think so. So, now the locations. But what I can say about red, many people say... Yeah, I see that. Daregi Shark, thanks for your follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Many people say red is the worst color of this set, but yeah, you can argue about that. But I think red has the 3 really good playable locations at least. So this is a really... it's on the side, sorry. It's a really aggressive location for 3 2 lore. Your opponent has to deal with it. And if you did play a little bit yet and realize how hard it is to deal with these locations, then you realize that they are good. And this card is especially good in aggressive decks. Not only in aggressive decks, but it's a threat. I mean, that I want to say. Um, yeah, this is a good card, solid card, of course. Yeah, nothing too crazy about it, of course, because it's vanilla. But so Jolly Roger. When I first saw this card, I thought this card is insane. When I think more about this card is not bad, of course, but the problem is it has no lore. So, but it's cheap. Okay, that's good. But your opponent knows this. Huh? Your characters get rushed, so good players will always. Maybe you can't always, but will try to play around this and just attack when you have 5. When you have 5 strength on the board. Therefore, it comes a little bit weaker, but it's still good. Because your pirates can move here for free, it's cheap. It's good. But it's not super crazy good, as I thought first. A big Aladdin Rush. Yes. It's very unlikely, but it's very unlikely to move here, to non-pirate characters to move here. It's very expensive. You could do it, but what I really don't like about this card is of course that your opponent can really, your opponent knows that you play this card, so he can. The good thing about rush characters is your opponent. Yeah, he knows you play Maui, but he doesn't know you have it on the hand or something. And here you play it, and now your opponent knows. Okay, I have to be careful. Every character has rush now. I have to be a little passive now till I get rid of this. Good evening, Dakla. Oh, I don't know if I pronounced it right. Tell me how to pronounce this. Deklay? Deklay? I don't know. Sorry. But good evening. How are you? And the last location, I think, is the best one of red, because this is. Oh lol, you're Sariel. Oh my god, okay. Nice. Good to have you here. I think this is a real threat. This card is a real threat. 8 willpower is a lot, and even this effect, 4 cost, 8 willpower, 2 lore, is a real threat to nearly every deck. And this card is very good paired with Jim Hawkins, of course, obviously, because if you have a character here, you pay 2 less to move here, and all characters gain evasive. But I think this is kind of not the best thing about this card. This is really good here. 4-8-2, this is really strong. It's so hard to remove 8 willpower with just attacks, and that's the thing about locations. You can only remove this by challenging. There's no Dragonfire or something, because the problem with big characters that have 8 willpower they are hit by spot removal, Dragonfire, Tremaine or something. You can't spot removal locations except with this new steel card, I think, but I don't know if it will see play. So this is a lot. It's a huge threat. So I did not put the other locations. I think Agrabah is 8 tier, Jolly Roger is 8 tier, and this is very high 8 tier. So this is my finished list. Only one, that's kind of sad, only one S tier card